we've nurtured prospects. Now they're hot and ready to buy. And I want to kind of just extend the conversation that we just had. There's another version of the follow-up system that is, I think, critical. We want to make sure in our lifecycle marketing that we don't take our eye off the ball of these hot leads. One of the reasons we nurture is so that our sales process can focus more on the people that are ready to buy, and we can really put our energy there so we don't mess up. And that's what happens when if you have hot leads, whether you're selling online or with a sales team or just kind of in your office, you do not want to mess up with those people. That is where you don't want to. So let me tell you a story and kind of make this real. So we talked earlier about human healthy vending. Well, they were spending 8 to 10 hours per prospect. And they realized that what happened is they would get down to the very end and realize that people were not even ready they didn't even have a clue what this thing cost. They weren't ready. They didn't, and like I said earlier, they changed the model so that their sales reps were only talking to qualified, educated prospects who had requested the magnet and kind of jumped through some hoops. And they basically decreased the time that they spent selling by 75%. Went down to, I think it was like 2 hours or something on average. And they grew from $0 to $5 million in 3 years. They were just exploding because they're doing things differently than the typical small business is. And this is the pattern that people follow when they follow this pattern. This is how they create a business that thrives and that has a harvest that can be taken advantage of. Okay, so I want you to turn to your opportunity analyzer. There are a lot more topics around converting sales that we can talk about. Things that you can do online to convert your prospects into sales, and things you can do if you have a sales team. I'm not going to go into a lot of the details today, but what I want you to ask yourself is, how many prospects each month would have bought with you if you'd had the right level of follow-up? How many prospects were you kind of just distracted and you knew they were hot, but you didn't follow up with them because you were spending so much time on the wrong type of prospects and not on the hot ones? And then what's the value of that lost sale? Write that down in your planner on page 16. And that's a hard one because those sales are so close to us and so real, and we can get a massive bang for our buck there.